When I was first married, my husband and I, we just had such big hopes for our family unit, and both came from families with solid marriages, really great examples. We both just desperately wanted that, and we thought, you know what, God says marriage is good and it's gonna be great, and we just jumped right in. And we dated long distance before that. We'd never lived in the same place. We'd never even done life remotely together in the same place. So when we got married, it was this whirlwind of expectations and dreams, really, that were all good. They were all awesome things to dream for, but we put so much expectation on each other that we started just picking each other apart a little bit, and just butting heads. We, you know, my role as a wife became this almost obsession, because I felt like I was gonna let him down if I wasn't this wife that I had in my head. And I felt myself just slowly kind of slipping away, just my identity kind of getting chipped over and over time. And I became a mother, so now I was a wife and a mother. And somehow amongst all of those roles, I just craved to just be Alisha, just be me and God. And I knew how to do that really well, but I didn't know how to be me and God as a wife and a mother as well. And in a season that should have been like the best time of my life, I felt myself just so heavy. I felt this urge. This one night I was sitting watching TV, and like I normally did, and I felt just that still small voice just say, Alisha, I want you to turn the TV off. Come and sing with me. Come and sit at the piano. I want to sing with you. And so I listened, which was a good choice. And I got up, I turned the TV off, I went over to the piano, and I sat down, and I just felt like he breathed these words to me and this melody. And I just took a pen and I wrote down, your name is mercy, your name is grace, your name is goodness that's never failed one day. Your name is love, unending, love unfailing. Thank you, God, for your presence in my life. And I wrote those down, and I looked at it, and I thought to myself, that is funny, because all of those things, mercy, grace, love, unfailing, they were all the things that I was just craving in my life. I was craving them from other people. I was craving them in my own home. I was craving grace and mercy just to even look at myself that way in grace. And you know, and he gave me that, and he put himself in the picture, and he said, you need to start believing that I'm those things for you. I saw how the more that I sang that, the more that I believed it, and the more that my perspective started changing, less on myself and more on who he was and how powerful he can be in my life. And I just felt this shift in our home over that year. Just my husband and I were getting each other better. We were just way more on the same page, becoming friends. There was just healing happening. At the end of that year, my pastor got a word from God that our church would only sing songs that we wrote, and at that time we had 0 songs. So, and I was leading worship the week that he spoke that word, and I was like, okay, I gotta write a song, because we have no songs. So I literally grabbed that chorus, because it was a no-brainer. That's the song we need to sing. And my sister sent me a poem that she had written, and I smushed the two together, and God literally gave me this song that we sang on that Sunday. And as I was singing it, I felt like he just was smiling. And I was filled with his pleasure. And that was something I hadn't felt in years. So, if you're listening to this song, if you're in a hard place and you don't feel his pleasure, you can't even look at yourself, with pleasure or anyone else. I want you to hear the words that he speaks, that he loves us, that he has never failed us, that he is always with us, that he's full of love. His arms are stretching wide beyond our circumstance. And he is available, his love is available to anyone that will stop and call upon his name. And this song was that for me. It was a call, it was a declaration to start believing and speaking out who he is in my circumstance. And I have seen him change my circumstance. You know, our home is not perfect. I am not perfect, but I have seen his peace wrap around our home and his love. All of the things that I started declaring, mercy for each other, grace for each other, all of those things have become a reality in our home because we stopped focusing on each other, stopped picking each other apart, stopped picking ourselves apart, and started believing who God says we are and who he says he is.